Spring on the Columbia River is a time when fly fishermen have an opportunity to catch the largest fish in the river. Columbia River rainbows move up the river in preparation to spawn and feed heavily on their way. It's early April, and water conditions are not only ideal for spawning, but perfect for the fly fishermen willing to fish nymphs and woolly buggers. Fish over 10 pounds have been caught during this time, and hopefully we can hook a few today on sport fishing on the fly.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Sport Fishing on the Fly. Today we're at our home waters of the Columbia River near Trail, British Columbia, and I'm being joined by my brother Dale. And looks like a good day.
Yeah, it looks really nice out today. It's early April. It's going to be what, 20 degrees, 22 degrees they're forecasting. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Right on. And I can see the water levels are really low right now. Really low, and the reason is the tailwater fishery out here. And what they do is they lower the water so the big rainbows in here, the natives, can come up here and spawn, so they're not on dry ground. Being a tailwater fishery, again, when the runoff happens, usually in June, they'll allow the reservoirs to stack up full of water, and then they'll slowly raise this water level. And none of those reds, or none of the spawning eggs for those rainbows, will be in dry ground. They'll all be underwater, which really promotes the fishery. So it should be a good day. I think we're going to be fishing big woolly buggers today, maybe doing a little nymphing, trying to coax them in. It's kind of like steelheading.
I've never fished it with a woolly bugger, and as you know, I really like to fish the woolly bugger.
He's a woolly bugger,
so I'm really looking forward to it. I've never fished it this early in the season.
And big hogs. We expect to catch some fish up in the 10, 12 pound range. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with some sport fishing on the fly. Oh, he hammered it. Oh, little guy. A little guy for in here, what we expect.
A little guy, but still,
nice fish.
It's good for the first fish.
Boy. You know, they're just not quite as active as they normally are, but it's pretty early. It's only 11 o'clock.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
That's a nice fish, yeah, but not the big hog yet.
Still nice.
This is what we consider one of the smaller rainbows in here. Oh. And these are 8-weight rods we have. Oh, no. Just lost them. Gee whiz. I wanted to show everybody that fish. That's too bad. Like I was saying earlier, the fish in here are staging to spawn. We've hit a real nice area. It's called the Janelle Braids of the Columbia. It's too bad I didn't get to show everybody that fish. That was a 3 to 4 pound range, real nice rainbow. So, and what we're using today is big woolly buggers. These are one of our favorite patterns to use. And in the springtime, this big fly is irreplaceable. It is just one of the best patterns you're ever going to fish in a river. And I'll give everybody a good look, and it's battered. That fish just actually ripped it apart. There it is there.
Fish, kind of like your first one. Looks like.
Oh yeah.
But without that, without having that nice weighting that you have on your bugger, I was forced to wade a little deeper and just,
and let it drift down.
Yeah, they're definitely taking them as stonefly nymphs, just like you said.
Yeah, like what we were saying, it's noon right now, 12 o'clock. And the reason is they are a little sluggish. The water's still pretty cold. It hasn't really warmed up a whole bunch yet. And they are a little sluggish. And that's a nice one, eh? Nice. Oh, they're just beautiful fish in here, aren't they?
Just nice fish. You look at that, and that's what we call just a little.
That's a little.
We're kind of commonplace for us, but I tell you, I fished a lot of different places in the world.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful rainbow.
Oh, is that ever? And you know, this is what you're going to catch on dry fly all year long. You're going to get this size rainbow on little 18 dry flies and 16.
Oh,
whoa!
Oh, he made his
And
twirl.
they're just full of life.
There he goes.
Oh, and there it's gone.
But that's
a 2-pound rainbow.
yeah,
Two and a half.
yeah. So, but it's exactly what you said. I'm sure they're taking stone flies. You're bouncing that down there, that bugger. They're not
just moving
active.
it.
Yeah,
just twitching it.
They're
Just
not
letting it bounce.
actively lunging it. I've had so many grab the tail of this thing.
But you know what we're going to find in about 2 hours from now, when it warms up, I think we strip it through those pockets and we're going to be pulling it a little faster. I think they're going to be whacking it. They're going to chase it. Hi everyone, and welcome to the bench. We're going to tie you up the stone bugger. This is a real nice modification on the woolly bugger, and it actually is a combination stonefly and woolly bugger. So make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we're going to use a TMC 2302 size 6. We'll use some Wapsi UTC 70 thread to tie with, some brown marabou for the tail, some .02 lead wire for the weight, some flex cement covered turkey feather for the wing casing, some fiery brown Angora goat for the dubbing, and for the legs, some Hungarian partridge. Make sure your hook is well adjusted in the vise. And first off, before we even tie on the thread, we're going to tie on some weight, and we're going to use some .02 lead wire. So we'll just do a nice wrap on here, and I like to wrap about 2/3 of the hook. The lead weight is now on the hook. I'm going to take my 70 tying thread. This is Ultra Tying Thread by Wapsi. And we're just going to tie a nice base on here. For the tail, we're going to take a small strand of our brown marabou. And I'm just going to measure it up the length of the hook, bring it back, and tie it in. I'm now going to take my turkey feather. We're going to use this as the wing case. And what I've done is I've actually covered it with flex cement and let it dry for about 15 minutes. And it forms a real nice layer on that wing, so that it won't fall apart when you cut it. So what I'm going to do is just cut off a section of this turkey quill here, and make sure you get a nice little section about that big. And we're going to slowly put it in and build up a few wing cases along the fly. Once you've cut out your wing case, you're going to notice that you have a flex cemented side that's fairly shiny and a matty side, a kind of a dull side. Make sure that the silver side or the glossy side that you flex cemented is down, and tie in the wing case. To build up the body, we're going to take some fiery brown dubbing. Really matches the marabou color nicely. We're going to build it up on our thread. And once we have a nice little layer built up on the thread, we're just going to wrap it forward and keep the bottom, the back of the fly, fairly thin. Don't build it up too high. I've taken a Hungarian partridge feather, and I've actually trimmed out a V in the feather just to form some legs. And I'll show you how to do the V. All we do is we take a feather, we snip off the small section on the very tip, and it forms a nice V on the feather. Now we're going to insert this on the fly, just put it right on top, and tie in just at the tip, just so we have some legs that are built up. Now that I have my legs in place, I'm going to take that wing case and just fold it forward over the legs and tie in and form the first back section. We'll now fold our wing case back once again, and we'll repeat this step all the way up until we reach the eyelet. We'll keep putting in some dubbing, putting on our legs, and folding over the wing case, and keep forming different wing cases, probably about 3 to 4 all the way up the fly until the eyelet. And there's the last last segment going on. You can see I brought the wing case over and I've cut off the excess. Now I'm just going to whip finish, and I've formed quite a big head on this, nice big black head. So we will whip finish that off. And I do like to apply head cement on this fly, mainly because it is a bigger fly and I want that big black head to show off a little bit. So I'll put a nice dab of head cement on there. And there's the finished fly. Well, there it is, the finished stone bugger. You know, this fly really comes into its own in the springtime, mainly because it has the look of a stonefly and it has the effectiveness of a woolly bugger. The way I like to fish it is cast it out, allow that fly to bounce along the bottom rocks, just like a stonefly would, and allow it to tail out and retrieve it like you would a woolly bugger. Very effective pattern. Give it a try. I know you're going to like it.
Oh man, that guy feels heavy. Oh, right there. Look at that, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Here's what it's all about. Whoa, man. Look out.
Right.
I don't know. This guy could be one of the bigger ones. Who knows? He sure hit it hard.
Let me get out of the way.
And again, bottom bouncing that bugger just like a nymph. And again, though, not one of our big ones, but he's a native, yeah. That's the thing, I don't want to get this guy too close into shore because last one got me up on the rocks and he got off. And this is probably going to be, whoa, the average size fish you're going to get this time of year. This will be about the average. You know, that's a healthy rainbow. Not one of the big guys, but look at that, eh?
Nice.
Oh, look at that, eh? Isn't that a nice rainbow?
Nice, fat, healthy.
Oh, wow. Barbless hook, just pop out. There, look at how fat he is. Look at that fish. You know, that's a good 4-pound fish.
Yeah.
Got him? Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
Beautiful rainbow. It's not going to take long. Look at how thick they are. They're just very thick. And this water is cold. There you go. Right through your legs.
Through my legs and gone.
And gone.
All right, way to go.
Oh, wow. Again, whenever you come down the Columbia, especially in this early April, like it's what, April the 8th, is get into the runs. Find whatever riffle runs you can find. And the best way to approach it is either in a drift boat or with pontoon boats like we're doing today. I think what we'll do next is after you work the run real hard, I mean, we haven't even touched this run yet and we've had numerous fish on.
Yeah.
What I think we'll do, continue working the run and then get in our drift boats and work through the tail end of the pocket because they will sit in the tail end. We haven't even hit the good part of the braid yet.
No, good.
And we've had a couple of toads on too that got off.
Yeah, that we lost.
Yeah, and we had to edit those out because there was quite a bit of
foul language.
foul language. So let's hit it again and see if we can get some more.
Sure.
Right on. This guy's big.
Gee whiz, they're stacked in there.
Oh, oh.
Maybe it's the one I just lost.
Man, oh man, whoa.
Oh, that could be a big one.
Whoa. This guy's big. This guy, I think, is one of the big guys. And unbelievable, that's my second cast. It's just going back out into that run. And this guy hit. And he is big. Oh!
That's a good one.
That's a big one. Oh! Whoa! That's gotta be 10 pounds.
That's a huge fish.
That's a huge fish. I don't want to lose this one. I want to show everybody this guy. I'm exhausted already. Oh, we'll be doing some aerial shows. Oh, wow.
You need a hand?
Oh. You didn't like that very much. Oh, that's a nice fish. Wow. They're starting to move. You know, it's warming up a little bit. And these big guys are starting to move. Oh, he doesn't like being in the shallow stuff. He gave us 2 great jumps out there. Big aerials. Oh, man, this is an 8-weight rod, and I'm having trouble muscling them in. Come on. Oh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh man, I can't get this guy in, Dale.
You want me to head down there? You need help?
Oh man, wow, he's carrying some punch. There he is. Oh boy. Put my rod down. Right in the, just in the lip. There he is there. Clear the line. There he is. Oh, look at that fish. Is that a beauty? And look at how thick they are. That guy will give me a healthy fight. I just want to hold him up again for you. There he is there. Look at that. That is a beautiful rainbow. Beautiful. Oh, gee, there he goes. Didn't want to have anything to do with me. Oh man. Columbia River, April the 8th. Now this will happen probably until they start spawning. They're going to start spawning in May. They're going to start moving up all the creeks in May. So if you really want to get this kind of action, it starts in April, early April, April 1st, 2nd. You find these warm, sunny days. It's probably going to get to a high of 22, 23 today, C. And you just find the runs where those big guys are staging up. They get a little colored, but boy, they give you a heck of a fight. Wow, what a great day. So when we come back, more big fish on the Columbia River. Oh.
How many times he's run out there. Oh, and I got this 8-weight rod bent over to haul him. That fish is hooked just in the snout. Oh, he's a nice fish, this one. This has got to be big male. It's got the, that's a nice fish.
Oh man, what a dandy. Oh, again, what we're doing here is we're just casting to shore. We're kicking out in the middle and just casting to the banks. And these big rainbows, man, they're just sitting in here. Oh, and this guy's big.
Pretty good one on there?
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, I've been fighting this guy for a good 10 minutes now, and I'm getting tired. But we got to keep cutting and taking and cutting.
Well, that's the big thing today. We caught so many fish. We landed the smaller fish and all the big fish that we hooked up on. I mean, this might be the, I think, what, second one we landed the big ones that we actually get in.
This is probably one of the average. Like we did not land, we probably had two big ones on, like what we consider big, the 10 plus range. And you know it too, because when they take to the air, you see some big, this looks like a porpoise out there coming up out of the air. Oh no. You know what? He just got off. You know what? You were the kiss of death when you said that. Oh, the big ones have gone
Oh,
out.
I know. We've done it. How many have I? I did the same thing, getting the camera set up and things, and lost that big one. But
it's been an absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah, you can't beat that. I mean, really, for that, other than wanting to show the people the fish themselves, for when you're fishing for them. I mean, we've had so many fish on today, just fish after fish. A great fight. I mean, you fought that guy for 10 minutes, so you got the whole fight. It just saved you having to release it is all.
So you just got to remember, when you come to the Columbia River here, it's early April. It's the best time to fish is in April when they're stacking up into the river. And they are all resident fish. We're just, they must winter in the lake or in the big holes, and what they do is they migrate to the creeks to spawn, and that's what we're doing. We're actually getting a lot of those fish that are moving up. But wow, big water, big fish. Just got to remember that. When you come here, take care because it is big water. You don't want to be taking any chances out here. Conserve the Waters are doing a great job here. Really starting to show a really nice fish. We'll see you next time when we take you sport fishing on the fly. I wanted that one. Darn it.
Oh, I know.